Hello, it's Bear again, your local gardening wizard. Let's see what's in the garden today. Today in the garden, I'd like to show you, just give you a walkthrough of what my garden currently looks like. Here we have a peach tree. Grew this one from a seed from the store. Not actually sure what it is. I believe it's a Red Haven, but we'll see as it gets bigger. Next to it, we have our ever-bearing raspberry bush. However, it does look like the heat has been beating it up quite a bit. And next to it, we have two Navajo blackberry bushes. One here, one here. And next to that, we have our premier blueberry bush. It's looking a little crispy. Been watering these twice a day, everything in the yard and in the garden. It's been going pretty well. We have our sunshine blueberries. And then over here, we have our other peach trees. We have our June Gold. And then we have our Sam Houston peach tree. Yeah. These yellow, no, I got a lot of rust on these. Gonna have to put some copper sulfate on it to go ahead and get rid of that fungus. Once that's done, these should go back to looking pretty swell. Further over, we have our Moonglow pear. Really excited for this one. It has a really unique pear on it. So, excited to see that. And then, of course, we have our Ayers pear. It's doing quite magnificent still. This one's pretty hardy. I love it. We got our Navajo blackberry bush. Followed up by our pink our pink lemonade blueberry bush. Then we have another ever-bearing raspberry. This one's looking a lot better. And surprise, we have a cantaloupe. Things growing everywhere throughout this. Then we have our strawberry plants. They're looking pretty good. They keep fluctuating between being all wilty and dead and looking alive as they are now. Some other additions we have 3 pineapple plants currently going. These are all from store-bought tops. It's really fun. You can just twist off the tops, put it in a cup of water. Be sure to keep checking it, change out the water every day to oxygenate it, and then put it in the ground once roots start showing. You want them to be about 2 inches long before planting them. And then we also have our mango tree. This sucker is going to take 8 years to grow. 8. Right next to it, unfortunately, we have a 3-in-1 cherry tree that has died. I'm going to have to replace that here soon. We've been having really bad fluctuations in heat here in my area. And then we have a butterfly bush to help bring in new pollinators. We got a mushroom. And then we're off to our Red Haven peach. See, it's still got a bunch of nice leaves on it. It doesn't have the rust spots like the other two do. Might have to deal with soil composition, but we'll get into that later. And over here we have our Fuji apple. It's doing quite well after some profuse watering this last week. Then we have our Red Haven peach. Waiting for this to get quite a bit bigger and it'll be pretty great. And then we have our, I believe this is the Pink Lady apple tree. And next to it, we have our Honeycrisp. These are doing well, but similar to a lot of the other trees, they're getting dry spots and getting that rust fungus as well. And then we have Vineyard Row. We have our Concord grape. It's doing quite well. We got 2 of those. We have another Navajo blackberry. I said I did have several around the yard. I love blackberries. And then next we have our 3 Catawba grapes. Each one's starting to shoot up the poles I set in the ground pretty well. They look pretty great. Next up we have our fig trees. Brown turkey fig's doing well. Olympia fig is doing pretty well. We got several small figs on it. Waiting for those to turn color before I do anything with them. This tree, it's another fig tree that we had. It's a Celeste fig. It died earlier in the season, I believe, but I'm going to leave it in and see if it's just gone dormant or if it died, but we'll see. We got another Olympia fig here. It's looking pretty great. And the Damison plum's looking pretty great as well. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe.